Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I ended up getting up actually pretty late. The thing is, I went to bed what I felt like was kind of early-ish, I think around like midnight or something. And then I literally laid in bed for hours and hours and could not fall asleep. And I started to get frustrated because I was like, I should have taken a melatonin or something, just to like help me get to bed. Because the night before I ended up, the 2 nights before I ended up, I think I told you guys on, what was it, Saturday, that I ended up going to bed really late, but then we got up really early. Well, not really early, but I only got like 6 hours of sleep because we went to what we thought was the Christmas party on Saturday, which turned out to be on Sunday. So then again, I ended up not being able to fall asleep, so I went to bed late, ended up getting up at, again, I think I only got another 6 hours of sleep, which isn't super abnormal. Like, I mean, you're supposed to get like 8 hours or whatever, but 6 hours still, it wasn't like I was like deprived of sleep and, you know, only got like 2 or 3 or something like that. I've gone on less sleep, I guess, but you know, it ended up being where we ended up getting up again. You know, I only got 6 hours of sleep because we had to go to the party on Sunday. So then yesterday, I was just completely, well, Sunday night, I was completely exhausted. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna fall asleep early. Honestly, I think I was asleep by 10 o'clock or something. I was like, this is good. But I ended up sleeping in really late because I think I was just like super tired, you know? And like my body was just accustomed to getting up late because that's when I normally get up. And, you know, so anyways, I went to bed last night and was like, okay, maybe I can try and get to bed early because I did the night before, you know, so about midnight or so, and maybe I can hopefully wake up early. Last night, I could not sleep at all. And like I said, I kept getting so frustrated too because I was like, I should have taken a melatonin. Because now, okay, like I said, got in bed. Actually, maybe I got in bed around, like, I think I was ready for bed, like in bed with the lights off, you know, just, I had the TV on because normally I fall asleep to the TV being very low, but I will sleep normally with the TV on. And I, you know, was off my phone and everything like that probably by 1 o'clock, or a little bit before 1 o'clock. And so then I ended up staying in bed and couldn't fall asleep until nearly 5 in the morning, guys. I was just laying in bed and couldn't sleep. And I don't know what it was. Well, here's the thing, guys. I think I kind of know what it was that I realized the furnace kept going and kept going and kept going, what seemed like all night long. And like it seemed like 20 minutes or something like that would turn back on again. And it was getting really hot in my room. I was already sleeping under a sheet in shorts, and guys, it is, you know, not the middle of winter because we have no snow on the ground right now, but it's still cold out. Like, you know, we're in like 40s or so, you know, 30s, you know, sometimes 20s as a high, you know, days. You know, again, it can kind of fluctuate anywhere between there. But I think it was because the furnace kept coming on, so my room kept getting really warm, and I was like, do I open up my door? And then I was like, well, you know, to let some of the hot air out into the hallway, maybe some of the cold air in. Because like I said, I was at one point sleeping in underneath just a sheet and shorts and a tank top. I was like, I am like dripping sweat right now. I was like, and it was genuinely hot in my room. And so I was like, do I open up the door and like let the hot air out? And like I said, let the cold air in. I was like, but if I do that, I'm probably going to be woken up really early. There's no gate. I don't have a gate. I think our gate's maybe in the garage or something like that. The little one we put up like in front of the doors or whatever, just to keep the dogs from going into the rooms again if we have to open the doors. Because normally we'll leave the doors closed. But again, if there's this situation where we need to, we'll put a gate up. If we don't want them in that particular room, or we want to keep them out of out into the main house like I would, because I'm sleeping in here with them, and so I wouldn't want them going around trying to find stuff to get into in the rest of the house, you know, where there's no supervision. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, that's maybe not the best idea. And on top of that too, I didn't want them barking at every little thing too. Like, you know, my dad gets up for work at 3 in the morning and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, I honestly don't think I want them, you know, making all that noise and then him coming in here and trying to close the door and stuff like that. So I don't even know when finally I was able to fall asleep. But then on top of that too, I don't know what it was, but I felt like it was maybe the light from my TV, but it's weird because when it's completely silent in my room too, I feel like I can't sleep. So like I need some type of noise like in the background, which I feel like is my TV. And again, I turn it down really low so it's not like loud. In the summer, I've noticed, because I do have my air conditioner going, sometimes I can kind of get around that, but I do need kind of like just that white noise sort of in the background. But because my television was on, the light was coming off of my TV, and sometimes I need a little light in my room, although I do have my my salt lamp on. So like I have my TV set on a timer too, so it will go off. Like, you know, it doesn't stay on all night or whatever. I'll normally do it for just like an hour because I'll fall asleep by that time normally, except for like last night where I had to keep resetting the timer because I couldn't fall asleep. And so yeah, like I said, guys, I normally have the other, like I said, the little light in here, so if I do wake up in the middle of the night, it's not pitch black in my room because I have my blackout curtains. So I feel like that really like defeats the purpose. I have blackout curtains, but I need my TV on so that I have a little bit of light. But like I said, I don't want it to be completely dark if I wake up in the middle of the night, but at the same time too, sometimes either our side light will be on, our neighbor's light might be on, or just like it might be bright outside, or, you know, again, if I don't want to be woken up at the crack of dawn. So I like having those. But yeah, guys, I could not fall asleep for the life of me. So finally I ended up getting up and I have three guys, 3 eye masks that sometimes I will wear to sleep. Not all the time, because I feel like they're a little uncomfortable, and I like am worried when I sleep that I'm always pushing them off and stuff like that. So I feel like that actually makes me wake up more, because like there's something on my face. And like a lot of times I'll like wind up fixing them, and I realize I wake up in the middle of the night fixing them or trying to. So that frustrates me because I know I can't get really good sleep if I wear those all the time. But like I said, guys, I don't even know what it was. Finally, by about 5 o'clock, I think I finally fell asleep. But here's the thing, guys, I didn't want to, by the time 3-4 o'clock rolled around, I didn't want to take a melatonin at that point, because I was like, honestly, what's the point? Like, all it's gonna do is probably knock me out, but I'm still gonna wind up sleeping until like, I don't even know, probably near noon or afternoon or something like that, which ended up happening anyway. I feel like if I don't get the amount of sleep that I should, then it leaves me kind of like in like a little bit of a like fog sort of. Whereas like if I get like a full 8 hours of sleep and I took a melatonin, then normally I'm fine. But if I wind up getting less than that, then I feel like sometimes it just like, it doesn't wear off like fast enough, and like I still feel super tired. Not even necessarily fog, but I just feel insanely tired. Also probably too because I wasn't getting really like good sleep. So like I said, guys, it stunk because I was like, oh, this is good, I can go to bed early and stuff like that, and I couldn't. And like I said, it just felt so hot in my room. It felt like, and the thing was too, guys, I actually washed my hair yesterday in the morning because I was like, you know what, I want to try and save time before I go to bed so I don't have to worry about, you know, like washing my hair and stuff like that. I just literally washed my face and brushed my teeth and went to bed, which was like perfect. But, you know, and I was like, I can save time without having to take a shower, because normally I'd take one before I go to bed and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, guys, so it was lovely that I couldn't fall asleep last night, and it really stinks. And then the rest of the day today, I have just felt like I've just felt horribly off, and I don't know what it is. I don't feel like sick, other than when I just had some of this snack mix right now, but I have just felt like, I don't even know, guys, like not even tired, but just like totally out of it today. And I don't know if that had to do with not sleeping well. I don't know if that had to do with maybe the reason I couldn't fall asleep last night was because I wasn't feeling well like almost all day today, which is weird because in the morning I kind of felt okay, and then more in the afternoon I started not feeling so great. Which the morning for me was really the afternoon anyway. So late afternoon I didn't feel good. But yeah, guys, I don't even know. And it's so frustrating too, because I was like, I want to try and get things like going and stuff like that. And I wanted to get, I got up, guys. I literally went and did laundry, and around the time I did laundry, then I started not to feel so good. And I was like, you know what, I'll start going through some of the stuff on my desk. I literally sat down and I was like, I just don't feel good. And so, yeah, guys, I don't even know. It's like a mystery all the time with what's up, but now I feel even worse though too, because I was like, this snack mix that I ate is making me feel like now my stomach's starting to hurt. I don't really know why, but yeah, it's like one of those, like, it's kind of like Chex Mix, like Chex Snack Mix or whatever, but it's got like cheese, like powdered cheese, not powdered cheese, but you guys know what I mean, like the cheese dust stuff like on it. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just like some normal like cheese Chex Mix, but it turned out to not be that. So yeah, guys, I don't even know. Now my stomach's hurting and I'm like, I have to go take a shower now. I did not plan that for today, for me to go and take a shower in the morning, so I'd save time at night today and just have to wash my face and brush my teeth, you know, do the normal stuff and everything. So yeah, guys, and then on top of that too, Jack went back to school today. He ended up like, he didn't have school yesterday, even though yesterday was Monday. He went back to break today because they had an institute day on Monday. I'm not sure if it was like, you know, I mean, I think the teachers went back or whatever, but I don't know if it was like to prolong, because like, I don't even know. That seems actually really weird. I'm not sure why they did that, because I remember one year there was, when I was in 7th grade, I think it was, I think that New Year's Day was literally like this Friday or something like that before break ended. So like we only had like Saturday and Sunday, and maybe not even, maybe New Year's Day was actually on Saturday or something like that. So like the 3rd we went back to school, or it could have been the 4th. But like I remember just thinking like, wow, it was only like 2 days ago or something like that, that like we were staying up so late and now we have to go back to school. Like I would have thought they would have done that then, but you know, and then too I was like, oh well, maybe because Christmas, but that didn't really seem to matter. So I'm not really sure why they had this random like teacher institute day on the Monday before break. So technically they got an extra day of break, but I'm not totally sure why. Like I said, I don't even know that Matthew ever had that. I don't know if that's just like new, or like what the reason was behind it. But maybe it had something to do with like, because it's the start of a new semester though. Just because I think I told you guys before too, the way the high school used to do it was you would take your finals after you get back from break. Now they do it the week before you leave for break, like winter break. So I'm wondering if maybe it was so the teachers could like prepare for the new semester and whatever. Although like I said, I don't necessarily remember Matthew ever having that. So I don't know, guys, what's up. But yeah, Jack went back to school today. So yeah, he's got a new semester of school. Matthew goes back to school next week, which I think he has to move into his, because he's moving into his fraternity, I think like on Thursday or Friday or something like that of this week. And I'm not even sure what today is. It's Tuesday, right, guys? Anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.